Hey, what's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Mid-Level Media channel, your hub for everything physical media and entertainment. And guys, I wanted to do some spooky themed videos for the spooky season. You know, we're in October now, so I decided today, and I may do other videos like this for other parts of my collection, but I wanted to show off some of the coolest horror steelbooks in my collection. And when I went over there, I was like, okay, I'm going to find 20 that, I want to talk about. And I've got, I don't know how much I've got here, guys. I think I've got like 60 steelbooks to go through. I don't want this video to go like all day, so I'm really going to try to focus on just talking about and just showcasing the steelbooks. Maybe when I got it, how I got it, whatever, maybe some personal story attached to it, but not really going to focus on the movies themselves a lot. I have seen, I think, every one of the movies in this steelbook collection right here, except for maybe one. And you'll understand why that one I haven't seen when we get to it. But yeah, I just wanted to show off some cool steelbooks. Sometimes it's just nice to go back in the collection and reminisce on some stuff that you got and then show it off to people out there, because there's people that are subscribed to me now that weren't subscribed to me back when I got these steelbooks. You may not know that I have these in the collection. Now, I may do like maybe the best slipcover horror movies in my collection, the best slipcover horror movies. Am I saying that right? The best horror movies with slipcovers in my collection. And then I may do like the best like limited edition box set horror movies in my collection. I also want to do like some recommendation type videos as well this month. So that's another reason why I don't want to dive into like the contents of these releases as much, because some of these I may show off again, at some point during the month. So, but let's just get into it, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And let's start with the Scream franchise. So I do have the steelbooks for Scream, the first one, and they got nice little quotes on the back. Paramount did a really great job on these steelbooks. I love the second one. I love the steelbook for Scream Part 2 because it just has a really cool cover. It has a theater on the cover as well. And Scream 2 is like my favorite of the franchise. I love the theater opening. And then you got a nice quote on the back as well. And then you got Scream 3 with a nice red aesthetic, which I don't think people were too big a fan of when this came out. And then you got another quote on the back for that one. But really nice steelbooks. I actually have done a weird thing with the Scream franchise. For the original 3, I did the steelbooks, and then for the newer Scream films, I've got the slipcovers. I did not get the steelbooks for those. I don't really know why that is. Probably just because I'm weird. But and then Scream 4, hopefully we get like a nice. Lionsgate supposedly has the rights to that. Hopefully a lot of people ask about that. Hopefully we get a nice 4K steelbook of Scream 4. I hear there has been movement on it, and maybe we'll get it in 2025. Scream 4 on 4K steelbook. But my question is Lionsgate going to make it in line with the Paramount releases, or are they going to do their own thing and do a slipcover like a traditional Lionsgate steelbook? It'll be interesting either way. Sleepy Hollow. This is one of the best steelbooks in my collection, or one of the most unique, at least, steelbooks in my collection, because it's the only one that's pretty much like a digibook steelbook, which is a really cool idea. So you got a storybook on the inside of Sleepy Hollow, and it's pretty damn cool. Other than that, like, the artwork's cool. I'm not in love with it. But it is a really cool, like, idea and gimmick for a steelbook to kind of open up in a non-traditional steelbook way. So, Sleepy Hollow, that one came out last year. I got Reanimator from Aero Video. God, we need this on 4K. Why do we not have Reanimator on 4K? Great Stuart Gordon movie. I said I wasn't going to talk about the movies, but I really like this steelbook. I got it in an FYE. I think back in like 2017, 2018, but I only paid like $17 for this. This was not that much at all. And it is a really cool steelbook. And you got the some cool artwork on the inside as well. So yeah, I love this steelbook. This will do me until we get that 4K announcement. I also got I got a lot of crap for this one in the video that I put out, but I went in and pulled over the Strangers 4K steelbook. I did put out a video, but this is a really cool Lionsgate steelbook that kind of opens up like this. And the steelbook is actually on the inside. It's very strange. Like, Lionsgate had never done a steelbook like this before. And then on the inside, you get some really cool artwork with the Strangers. Now, this is the Strangers Chapter 1. It's not the original Strangers movie. That is getting a steelbook movie in Walmart pretty soon. But actually, I think it's this week it comes out. But this is a cool idea, and it made me buy a not-so-good movie just for the Steelbook for this release. But really good release by Lionsgate. You're going to be seeing quite a few Lionsgate Steelbooks in here, I'm sure. Got some Alfred Hitchcock here. We got the Birds Steelbook, which I would for damn sure consider the Birds to be a horror film. But I love these Steelbooks, and I've also got Psycho as well, guys. Don't love the cover on this one. I know it's kind of the original poster of the movie, but I just think that there's better Psycho covers. But I like these Steelbooks because you turn them around and you have the Alfred Hitchcock silhouette on the back, which I think is super awesome. But yeah, these are cool Steelbooks for sure. Psycho and the Birds. I also got another Psycho Steelbook right here. This is my favorite Psycho Steelbook. I think it's really cool. You got the house with the blood running down, the drain right there. Really awesome artwork and design. You got a quote on the back. We all go a little mad sometimes. This I got at Best Buy. This is why I so miss the old days of going to Best Buy. They used to have Steelbook bins at Best Buy with cheap Steelbooks in them. And I got this for $6. $6. Or maybe it wasn't like an entire Steelbook bin. I can't remember. Maybe it was some Blu-rays in there as well. But there were a lot of Steelbooks in there. And I got Psycho for $6 in this Blu-ray Steelbook bin. And I thought that was super awesome. So this is one of my favorite Steelbooks in the collection for sure. Horror Steelbooks. I also really love this Blair Witch and Blair Witch Project double pack Steelbook. This is also Lionsgate. The funny thing about this one is you open it up and you can see that there's two separate discs for the Blair Witch Project and then Blair Witch 2016. But from what I've heard, I actually haven't popped in the disc to confirm this. Blair Witch 2016 is on the Blair Witch Project disc, and the Blair Witch Project is on Blair Witch 2016 disc. So that's pretty interesting that they messed that up. But I love the missing poster on the inside of these as well. I think that's super awesome. I'm not going to show you the inside of all these guys, but these were pretty damn cool the way Lionsgate did them. And yeah, like if you're going to re-release the same movies all the time like Lionsgate does, at least make a cool Steelbook, and they did with this one. It's one of my favorites in the collection. Now, this is the only one of those Steelbooks that I got because they did a Leprechaun one, I think, as well, that I kind of wanted, but I already had the Leprechaun set in the collection. But yeah, Blair Witch. I didn't have Blair Witch on Blu-ray before that, by the way. I just had it on DVD, so that was an upgrade. But now we're getting another upgrade with Second Sight, which I'm so excited for. Another Aero Video Steelbook right here, American Werewolf in London. And I can't remember if this is the 4K or the Blu-ray. Trying to see on the inside. I think this is just the standard Blu-ray. I think they came out with this shortly after the Blu-ray special edition that came out and before they did the 4K upgrade. But this is a great Steelbook. I love the English, artwork on the inside. I think that's super awesome. And yeah, just a really great Steelbook. I love the image on the front. I love the stuff on the back, and I love American Werewolf in London so much. So that's definitely one of my favorites. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark. This is a really underrated Halloween movie. This one came out in 2019. I saw this in the theaters. I watched it with my kids when I bought the 4K. And this movie just got such the Halloween vibes, like all throughout it. It's really good. But this Steelbook is awesome. I picked this up from Best Buy back in the day. I think this was like a $35 Steelbook as well. Who put this out? This is Lionsgate. This was, I guess this is before they got like this had to be like right before they got into like slipcover and everything, or at least most of their newer Steelbooks. But yeah, really nice Steelbook though. Really, I thought this was gonna be like Universal or something. I didn't know Lionsgate did this, so that's actually pretty cool. Scary Stories to Tell in the Dark, really great Steelbook right there, and I really enjoy that movie. This is the king, guys. I'm gonna show it early, but American Psycho. Look at that, guys. Look at this thing. This is the Lionsgate Steelbook. Probably for most people, this is the best Steelbook that they ever did just because of this gimmick where you pull Christian Bale up and he's kind of the face peeling off. And I agree. It's one of their best. It is one of their best. You got some really cool artwork on the back as well. And I have still, though, yet to watch this movie on 4K. I've seen the movie several times, but I have not watched this 4K in this Steelbook. So I need to get on that at some point. But just a fantastic Steelbook. This is going back to the golden days of the Lionsgate Steelbook, which we don't have anymore, unfortunately. But the golden era of Lionsgate and their Steelbooks, and it was a beautiful time. It was a beautiful time. The American Psycho is one of the best that they did. So happy to have that in the collection. I think you can still get that at Walmart right now. It might still be on their website if you guys want to check it out. I got this Mondo Quiet Place Steelbook. I think this was at Best Buy when it came out, but it's a pretty cool Steelbook. You take it out and it's got the lights and all that stuff from the yard in the movie. And, you know, it's got the farm setting. It's a cool Steelbook. I don't think that this was the original Best Buy exclusive that they did. But this one was, I think this one came out later, and it was the Mondo edition. But I went in and picked that one up because I thought it was pretty cool. 3 from Hell. Pretty mediocre Rob Zombie movie. I like it okay. Like, I don't hate it like some people do. But you can't deny this artwork. This is another one from the heyday of Lionsgate Steel. And you take that off. You got the Firefly family. I can't talk. The Firefly family. You take that off. Look at that. Oh my God, you got the skulls right there. So freaking cool. It's just like American Psycho. You know, you're just kind of peeling the faces off. But that's a beautiful, beautiful Steelbook. Oh my God, you got the coffins on the back. I love that Steelbook. That is one of my favorites in the collection. Even though the movie's not one of my favorites, but the Steelbook is awesome. All right, so we got a couple of Texas Chainsaw Massacre Steelbooks right here. I didn't get the new one that Dark Sky did. I didn't get the 4K that Dark Sky did because I got the slipcover version of that one. I like the eye, but I should have. I should have got that one. That was the original poster. But this was I think, Best Buy exclusive Steelbook, and this was an FYE exclusive Steelbook. Now, I think you could get both of these at some point on Amazon, potentially, or maybe this one was somewhere else, but this one had the armadillo. I remember the story with this one is, I wanted this. This is the one that I wanted. Best Buy sold out, or I couldn't find it at my Best Buy store anymore. And I found this one at FYE. So I'm like, you know what? I just want the Texas Chainsaw Massacre in the collection on Steelbook. So I went and bought this. I like this. It's got cool colors. You know, it's got the van on it and everything. It's a cool Steelbook. But then I think like 2 weeks later, I went back to Best Buy. They had more of these in stock, and it wasn't too expensive. I think it was like 15 or 14 or 15 bucks. So I went and bought this because I wanted it. And this is one of the earliest like examples of a double dip for me. You know, I didn't do this kind of stuff all the time back in the day, but this was one of the first examples to get 2 Steelbooks of the same movie, the same Blu-ray. Like that's, you know, that's next level collecting right there. All right, so that's the Texas Chainsaw Massacre. We got the Mondo Pet Sematary. And this one, I think it came out at Best Buy first and it was an exclusive, but it was a 4K, and I don't know if I have the 4K one. I think I got the one that came out at FYE later, and it was a Blu-ray, but let me look on the inside. Let's see. Yeah, we got this one. The first disc said it's DVD, so, and then the next one has to be Blu-ray. Yeah, that one's Blu-ray. So this one is not the 4K Steelbook. This is just the Blu-ray Steelbook, but there is a 4K version, or there was. They sold it at Best Buy, but it's cool. It's got the Pet Sematary poster on the inside. I actually forgot they did this, so that's pretty damn awesome. But I do have Pet Sematary on 4K from Paramount. I've actually got it twice because I bought it when it came out, and then I got the Paramount Scares Volume 1 set. I love Pet Sematary, one of my favorites Stephen King adaptations. But yeah, I just wanted to get this Steelbook because, again, I love Pet Sematary, so I like having you know, cool Steelbooks of movies I love in the collection. Got a couple of Saw Steelbooks. I got the original Saw, which is just a fantastic Steelbook. And then we got Spiral right here, which I like Spiral. I actually think Spiral is a little underrated. I liked it better than Saw 10, I know that. But these are both incredible Steelbooks. I do not have the Jigsaw Steelbook, which I've seen images of that. That is also a great Steelbook. But Saw, like, look at this. This is one of the best Lionsgate Steelbooks. You got freaking Billy the puppet right there. But on the back, this is what sold me on this. Because I got the slipcover version too, and I got this later when it went down in price. This is what sold me on it. Like, carry out him being dragged away, like, through the door with the red, and you got freaking John Kramer back there. That is incredible. That is incredible. The artwork on this is fantastic. So, and the whole, like, TV, like, slipcover, like, aesthetic is super cool. But Spiral is awesome too. Front, back right there. So, good stuff from Lionsgate for the Saw franchise. I also got House of a Thousand Corpses from Lionsgate. I think this is a really great Steelbook also. Really great artwork when you take it out of the slip. Now, I did get that box set version, so I double dipped on this and got both. And they're both Blu-ray, by the way. But I couldn't deny this artwork. It's just incredible artwork. And I really, really enjoy House of a Thousand Corpses a lot. That is one of the reasons why, like, I love that movie. I loved Devil's Rejects when I watched Rob Zombie's Halloween. I was so disappointed. So disappointed. The Gates, which is a Vestron release. I picked this one up because I love this movie. And it's got cool artwork. These Vestron releases got cool artwork for sure. We also got Fog City. This is the one movie in this set I haven't watched. This is the one movie that I haven't watched because I've heard it's crap. And I think a subscriber sent this to me, actually. But this is just an incredible steelbook. Like, it really is. I don't know anything about the movie. It's got a bullet hole up there, which is super awesome. It's nice and embossed and debossed. And it's a really nice steelbook for a probably shit movie. But I've got it in the collection. We got Fright Nights. You can't beat Fright Nights. Original poster on the steel. That's the Sony special, and it's a fantastic steelbook. Frankenstein. We got some Universal monsters here. Frankenstein's the only Universal monster that I have for a steelbook, but look at that. You can't be. Just put Frankenstein on the cover. That's all you need. That's iconic. So, great steelbook for Frankenstein. The Exorcist. I had to get this. I bought all the Exorcist editions. I got the Bible edition. I got the steelbook. I got the slipcover. I love The Exorcist. It's my favorite horror movie. So, had to get this one. And this one, Warner Brothers did this one right. They didn't do the slipcover right, but they did the steelbook right for The Exorcist for sure. We also got Event Horizon, which is one of my favorite horror movies from the 90s. I love this movie. But I could not pass on the steelbook. Do the zombie hands make a lot of sense? Not really when you watch the movie, but it is a pretty cool aesthetic. But you do have the actual ship, the Event Horizon, on the back coming out of an eyeball, which is pretty cool. And it's got a cool design on it. So I appreciate the Event Horizon steelbook. Could not pass that one up because, like I said, that's one of my favorite horror movies from the 90s for sure. It's The Shining and Hellraiser mixed with Alien. It's so good. The Evil Dead. This is one that, this is just a Blu-ray. This is not a 4K. This one, I think I got off Amazon for like $11 back in the day. I don't think it was very much at all. But it's a great steelbook. And I love The Evil Dead. I actually been in the mood to rewatch that one because it's been a while. This one I haven't taken out of the plastic, and I'm not going to for this video. But I did get the Child's Play 4K steelbook with the original poster on it. I couldn't pass that up. I love Child's Play so much. I did get the Child's Play 4K, the regular standard slipcover version, so that's the one that I'll watch, and I'll keep this one in the plastic for now. So, there you go. The Cabin in the Woods. Really nice steelbook and really cool movie. This is one I saw in the theaters back in the day, and it blew my mind. I did not expect what this movie was going to become, but really great Lionsgate steelbook. You have some great artwork right there with the two people running the show on the bottom. You get the elevator on the back with all the monsters and creatures. So it's a cool steelbook. I was happy when they announced they were doing that one. All right, guys, try to speed things up a little bit because, like I said, I didn't want this video to run all day. But The Wicker Man, beautiful Lionsgate steelbook. Beautiful Lionsgate steelbook. And I love this movie so much. Take it out. Oh, my goodness. Look at that. Oh, it's just gorgeous. It's just gorgeous. But yeah, that is definitely one of the best Lionsgate steelbooks. And this one was like $22 when it came out. There was like an $80 edition overseas. I'm like, nah, I'm good with the $22 version of The Wicker Man. That's a beautiful steelbook. It's Not Human Yet. The Thing. This is The Thing, not remake, but prequel that came out, I think, back in 2011. Good movie. I like The Thing prequel. I know some people don't, but I actually like it. I think it's a pretty good like companion piece to the original Thing. Obviously not as good. Like almost no horror movies are as good as The Thing. So that's like a bar that you can't reach. But I like this one, and I like this steelbook. I think it's a cool steelbook. This is a Mill Creek steelbook as well. All right, we got this is the only one of the new Lionsgate Bloody Disgusting steelbooks I brought over here just because I showed those off recently. I didn't want to go through them again, but You're Next. I had to show this one off because I love this steelbook. It's a great steelbook, and you got a nice quote on the back as well. And I do have the You're Next Second Sight edition. I reviewed it on the channel, so go check out that review. Go try to find it if you can. Dracula. Bram Stoker's Dracula, Francis Ford Coppola directed film from 1992. Beautiful steelbook with the original poster art. Again, the Sony special. Really like that. We also got the Howling steelbook. This is the Studio Canal 4K steelbook of the Howling. Kind of with the original poster on it. And then you got the werewolf on the back. And I have the Scream Factory edition as well. I still have not watched the 4K of the Howling. I don't know why. I've watched the 4K of the Howling too, but I haven't watched the 4K of the Howling. I need to get on that. I need to get on that soon. All right, so I haven't taken this out of the plastic either, apparently. But Halloween Ends. Halloween Ends steelbook. And this is where we're going to get into all my Halloween steelbooks. So I'll show this one off as well. I did not get the Halloween Kills steelbook because I freaking hated that movie. And I just didn't want it in the collection. But I got the Halloween Ends one because I thought this one was okay. I know some people don't like this, but I thought this was okay. And I really liked the steelbook. So I went ahead and picked this one up. I didn't get the slipcover version though. But I did get the what's the artist name? McFarlane steelbook of Halloween 2018, because the first steelbook, this was a Best Buy exclusive as well, but this was a re-release. The first steelbook they did, I did not like that steelbook at all. I thought the artwork was terrible, so I did not get that one. And that was one of like the first posters that they showed off back in the day, and I thought it was terrible when they first showed it. I was very nervous about the film after they showed that poster, but this one I thought was incredible. So when they released this, I was at Best Buy day one and picked this one up. So Halloween 2018, went and grabbed that. Now, I'm going to cut real quick. I'm going to go grab a steelbook collector set that I forgot because I am showing off my Halloween steelbooks. All right, I'm back. So yeah, it wouldn't be a Halloween steelbook collection if I didn't include the Blumhouse trilogy. Halloween, Halloween Kills, and Halloween Ends steelbook collection from Universal. What a beautiful set. Now, I did not buy this because I couldn't justify the purchase because I just, as a trilogy, like I don't love this trilogy. So, and again, I already had the movies on 4K, so I couldn't justify the double dipping. But a subscriber, very generous subscriber, sent this to me because they accidentally bought two, which I thought was kind of funny. And, but yeah, thank you so much if you're out there watching, but an incredible set. Like, I thought this was so beautiful. Like, I wanted it, but again, it's like, when you only like 1.5 of the movies, it's hard to justify the purchase. But you got the Halloween trilogy there on the side. The individual artwork on these steelbooks is so freaking cool. It's so cool. And this is Halloween Kills. I love that image of Michael from Halloween Kills as much as I don't like the movie. That's a great image. And then you got Halloween Ends right here with Laurie on the front, Michael on the back. So it's a great set. And it's in this little tin case that houses these. And I love having it in the collection. I love having it in the collection. So again, thank you so much to the person that sent it to me. I do want to revisit these movies at some point. I don't know if it'll be this year, but at some point I will. Let me set that over here. We also got Halloween H2O. This is the steelbook that Paramount did. Now, I already had this on 4K from Screen Factory, but I got this as well because it was a fantastic steelbook, and it's Halloween H2O. I love Halloween H2O. And I got this might be my favorite Halloween steelbook in the collection. Halloween 2. I love Halloween 2. I got the shirt on right now for the video. It's my favorite Halloween film. I love it so much. This is a great shot in the movie. The artwork is fantastic. On the back, you got Laurie. And this is a Screen Factory steelbook. I can't remember when they did these. It was after the initial run, but if you don't know, Screen Factory, their first Blu-rays were Halloween 2 and 3. So that was back in 2012. They probably did these 2016, 2017, somewhere around that. But I think these had 4K scans. So they might have been 2018 when they did Halloween 2. And I keep saying these because I also have Halloween 3 down here as well, which is a great steelbook. Look at that. You got all the kids with the masks on, which is just fantastic. Again, I have both these movies on 4K from Screen Factory, but I'll never get rid of these Blu-ray steelbooks because they're incredible. They're awesome. So happy to have both of those in the collection from Screen Factory. We've also got Halloween, the original. This is the Lionsgate steelbook. And I got the overseas edition. I know there was one that was released in the States, but this is the Fall Leaves edition, which I didn't love the design when that first came out, but I'm like, I kind of got FOMO over it, and I was like, you know what? I need it. So yeah, I got it. Now we got the Friday the 13th steelbooks from Paramount, which I think are awesome. Pretty much like Scream. You got nice little quotes on the back. Now these are Blu-ray steelbooks, They're the Blu-ray with a 4K scan, pretty much the same editions that Screen Factory did. Now, what's interesting about these is that part 2 is the only one that's a matte finish, and the other ones are more glossy, especially part 3. And Friday the 13th, the final chapter. These are more glossy. I wanted them to keep doing these. I don't know if they will. It's been a while since they've done one. I think it's been since early 2023 that they did the final chapter. I hope they keep doing them. I want Jason Takes Manhattan, like a steelbook of Jason Takes Manhattan. That poster's so great. Like, that would be awesome. All right, so I did bring over Skinamarink. I actually kind of dug this movie a little bit. This is the original poster, but I think it's a cool cover. For sure. But Skinamarink, I know it's not everybody's cup of tea, but I got into it. I kind of enjoyed it. So there you go. That's all I'll say about it. They Live. This is one of my favorite Screen Factory Steelbooks. In fact, I would say that it was my favorite Screen Factory Steelbook until they released this one this year. This is probably my favorite now, but like this one's awesome too. Or Halloween 2 is probably my favorite, to be honest. But They Live 4K Steelbook is awesome. It made me double dip. And the Return of the Living Dead 4K Steelbook is awesome. Made me double dip. I wanted Army of Darkness. I never got that. But yeah, if the artwork is good enough, I will double dip to get some of these Screen Factory 4K Steelbooks when I already have the 4K. Also got another Return of the Living Dead Steelbook right here. This one I think I got for like $9 or $10 at Best Buy back in the day. This is a part of like a series, and I think the artwork was done by Mexifunk, who I actually follow and interact with pretty regularly on Instagram. But a really great artist. He does so many great stuff for a lot of boutique labels now. And he did these back in the day. I think these came out like in 2017 or 2018. But this is a really cool Return of the Living Dead MGM Blu-ray Steelbook for sure. Happy to have both of those. The Megan 4K Steelbook. I know people were sore about this one because it came out a few months after the Blu-ray. But I was like, you know what? I got to get it because it's Megan inside of like a doll box. And that's freaking cool. Like, I can't pass that up. And I really enjoyed the movie. I enjoyed Megan. I thought it was good. So that's a 4K Steelbook. Motel Hell's another really cool Screen Factory Steelbook that I like. So included that one. The Mist, really good Lionsgate Steelbook. Some people didn't like this one either, but I thought it was pretty cool how it showed like the store and the store hours, people waiting inside, and the mist kind of on the back. That's a good Steelbook. I like that. Maximum Overdrive from Vestron. I could not include this because I love this movie so much. You got Emilio on the cover. Emilio! And you got the Green Goblin semi-truck. God, I love Maximum Overdrive. I need to rewatch this one. So freaking good. First and only Stephen King directed movie. The Ring Steelbook. I know they're getting ready to come out with another one, but I'm good with this one. This has the VHS tape aesthetic, which is super cool. And yeah, this is a Blu-ray Steelbook. I think they did this one back in 2022, 7 days. And we all knew that when this came out, they were going to do a 4K, but I bought it anyway because it's kind of unique. You know, it's a cardboard. There's a lot of plastic slipcovers on Steelbooks, but this is a cardboard slipcover on a Steelbook, so that's pretty cool. And the VHS aesthetic, like, you can't beat that. Killer Clowns from Outer Space, another fantastic Screen Factory Steelbook. They really do great Steelbooks, guys. The artwork on this really pops. It's absolutely beautiful for Killer Clowns from Outer Space. We also got It from 2017. This was maybe my second or third Steelbook I ever had in the collection. Was It Chapter 1. This was back when I first started collecting the Steelbooks at Best Buy. I think I got Wonder Woman, Baby Driver, and then It Chapter 1. I did not get Chapter 2 Steelbook because I like the slipcover more, so I got the slipcover. And I also think it was sold out when I tried to get it in stores. But It Chapter 1, really good adaptation of Stephen King's It. But the GOAT of the It movies, in my opinion, is the 1990 TV miniseries with Tim Curry. And this is a beautiful Steelbook also. This is Warner Brothers Steelbook, and you got Pennywise on the back holding the balloons. Do you want a balloon, Georgie? But the artwork on this is just classic. Pennywise, Tim Curry, like, you don't get any more frightening and scary than that. And I think I got this in an FYE for cheap. Like, I think I bought this and Reanimator, and it was some kind of like buy one, get one, like 50% off deal or something. So I think I ended up getting this one for like $8 or $9 or something like crazy like that. But it's a great steelbook. I love that steelbook. One of my favorites. Infinity Pool. I had to get this one because I loved the movie. I'm still hoping that Second Sight does a release, but this is a gorgeous steelbook that I believe Decal Releasing did. I could be wrong, but I think they did it. Insidious, really good steelbook. The original poster, but it's a good Sony steelbook for Insidious. You got the red door on the back. And lastly, you know, this isn't like a big steelbook. I didn't say the best for last or anything. This is just kind of how it fell, but I Know What You Did Last Summer. Really nice steelbook from Mill Creek with a slipcover. And we'll take it out. And that's kind of the original poster of the film. Flip it on the back. Good stuff. And that's a good steelbook. So there you have it, guys. That is my horror steelbook collection, or the best horror steelbooks in my collection. There were some I didn't bring over. Maybe like 10 to 15 that I didn't bring over because I was like, I can't bring over everything. So I brought what I consider to be the best over. Thank you all so much for watching. Like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Turn on those bell notifications for all future videos, and we'll see you next time.